Go ahead and start this thing up. Boom. There you go. Now, a lot of people may not know this about this vehicle, but this right here is brand new vehicle to the Dodge lineup. I've already done a video of the standard version of this, but this one is the 2024 Dodge Hornet RT with the hybrid feature, all right? So that means, guess what? You ain't gonna believe this thing gets 77 miles per gallon. This thing is ridiculous. It's got the new screen right here, so that means Apple CarPlay, wireless Apple CarPlay, and wireless Android Auto. There's so many different things as cool features about this vehicle. It's just mind-boggling. Like, we're gonna go through it. You can check out this vehicle from the inside, the outside. I'm gonna let you see everything about this vehicle, you know, all the way from like these cool seats, you know, front seat, back seat. We're gonna check out the exterior, and I'm also gonna show you the reason why it's called an RT, all right, because there's a lot of different things about this one compared to the regular one. As well, we're going to go through the test drive and everything, and I'm going to pop the hood and let you see the engine that's in there as well. Stay tuned. All right, so before I go on the outside of this vehicle and let you see everything, I'm going to explore this little screen right here. This is your multimedia screen right here, and I think it's like 10 inches across diagonally. You see, this is nice responsive. These two screens right here are adjustable, so you can put what you want there, you know, just a little tap of a button, you can adjust it and everything. I don't feel like going through that right now though. You can see the media, you know, these come with the satellite radio and everything. Of course, so much more than just this right here. And also with it coming with, I think it comes with the Alkaline stereo system. So it's got some good sounds. I'm gonna put on that hip hop nation. And then you can go to comfort control. So you got climate control right here, as well as you got it right here, the main little buttons and everything. So unlike the other Hornet, this one you can actually go through all the buttons right here, because the other Hornet, like some of these buttons are like deadened out. I don't know why. I don't understand why, because this is nothing but climate control. But you know, I guess because this is a higher trim, you know, because this comes with heated seats and heated steering wheel in here. You know, it looks like really clear right here. And of course you can go to phone and connect your phone and everything. But the thing I like about this one, this vehicle specifically, is the vehicle mode, all right? Because you can go to my car and you can see what's going on with the vehicle, you know, like overall in general. But the real cool thing about this is the fact that it has a hybrid feature. So you can go to electric driving, gas driving, or hybrid. And the hybrid is how this thing gets 77 miles per gallon. That's ridiculous. That's electric with gasoline, right? So you can see here, and you can, when the vehicle's on, you can see where the power is going and everything, because the front is the engine and the back is the electric power plant with the battery and stuff in the middle and everything. So you can see driver history, because you know, regeneration history, because it has regenerative braking, you know, so you can charge the battery a little bit at a time as you're driving, you know, so that's pretty cool. E-save mode, that means like basically no electric, you know, you're saving the E and just using the gas engine. You can see your charging level right now. I got 23% charging rate. Okay, so you can adjust all that stuff. So that's really cool about this vehicle right here. All right, go back to powerful. You can also see performance. Allows you to see how much power, torque, and everything. Accessory gauge, oil temp, trans temp, battery level. I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. You can turn the screen off. You can see the rear view camera. Push it and see how clear it is. I mean, it's decent clearness. I mean, it's not blow your doors off clear. I mean, that's a nice little visual standpoint right there. I think if we're just leaving it probably in that mode or in e-hybrid mode, I kind of like it like this because you can see what's going on with the battery and everything. I think that's cool. And then you come down here, you got a little sport button, and then right here, park and brake, volume adjustment. You got your park assistant, and as well as your the differential button right there. And then also on the inside, a USB-C and a USB right there. There's a lot of cool things to explore about this vehicle. Like, these seats are no joke. Like, these seats are next level nice. I'm going to show that in a minute. But first I want to finish showing off the interior of this vehicle. Look at this. One button and close those. Now, that's nothing new for a lot of other brands, but you know, for a little Dodge vehicle like this, I'd say that's pretty cool. Now, here's another thing. This screen right here, all digital, right? The whole thing is just nothing but digital screen right here. There's no gauges or anything, just all digital gauges. And you can change the way this looks up here as well. Drive modes, you got electric, you see? There's a little visual right there. Push it again, e-save mode. Now the engine just cut on because I pushed e-save, so I'm trying to save my electric. And then hybrid, it goes back. You see, it goes back to a blend of gas and electric. You see, and now you can see what's going on with the engine. You see the engine and transmission up front, but at the same time, while it's running, is pumping energy to the electric motor in the back. That's cool. It lets you see exactly what's going on here, like everything. You see the engine, what's getting put out, the battery. So next thing to do is going to be take this thing for a drive, and then also, check out the seats and stuff like that in a second. One real quick thing, when you push the sport button, you get this little display up there, sport on. You see now I hear my RPM is just a little bit more. So I'm going to test all that stuff in detail in just a bit. All right, so as we get going, one thing I noticed first off is just how light this steering wheel. Like, this steering wheel is like super, super light. So it's definitely like a electric steering wheel. So no rack and pinion steering or anything. In other words, the steering feels very disconnected, So if you're someone who's used to the old school style of steering, with vehicles, then it's gonna feel a little bit off at first. But I mean, you can get used to it. It's no problem. And just pay attention how quiet it is. Super quiet. I'm not sure if the motor is even on right now. I got it sitting in hybrid mode. I don't hear any gas engine. All I hear is just straight silence. When you start getting past the point to where you're just cruising around real slowly, lightly on the pedal, then you hear like that little whizzing noise from the electric motor. That's like the only thing that's driving you. Until you put your foot on the pedal a little bit more, then you hear that gas motor cut on, and then it gives you a little bit more of a boost. Pretty impressive right here as well. I mean, not the speed or anything is impressive, but like just the amount of technology and the capabilities for what you can do with this vehicle. Like you can drive full electric, full gas, or both, a blend of both. I mean, that's pretty dope if you ask me. Like, can you hear that? Like, I literally have to watch how loud I'm speaking because the vehicle's so quiet and I want you to be able to hear it. Like, you see that? It's showing like a little demonstration of how the power is being transported just through electrical right now. You got your e-drive modes right here on the steering wheel. You push that and then it changes. So right now I'm just completely purely electric. All right, so there's no gasoline or anything. I'm just gonna feel the full experience of the power that's present within the electric mode. Right now I'm at 30, 40. It gets up to the speed limit, pretty quickly, relatively quickly. I mean, it's not Tesla fast or anything for electric mode, but for like comparing this to the acceleration of a normal vehicle, it does the job pretty good for like a vehicle like this, given the situation and the type of vehicle that this is. Switch it again, e-save, which is pure gas. I can hear it a lot more. You hear a lot more engine for sure. But even still, it's pretty quiet. And the last one, of course, is hybrid mode. Now it's back to being silent. I like that. Just watch. Got my steering wheel right here. Push the mode. Now it's in pure electric. And stay tuned because I still got to test out the sport mode. All right. Now just look at everything. Look at e-save mode, which is just a pure gasoline. You can see your RPMs now. Now if I push it to go back to hybrid, when it's in hybrid mode, it automatically chooses what the vehicle does. So right now the engine's off, so it's silent. If you look right there, you see the RPMs are still at 0. So I'm gonna give you a live demonstration. Now the RPMs are up. You see, the engine itself isn't very powerful. It's only powerful when combined with the electric. All right, so the last thing to do is test out sport mode. Now you see the words right there, turn all red and everything, sport. This might be when I test out the paddle shifters as well. Okay, ooh, and these paddle shifters are like metal. Feels good, so I got it in too. All right, let's test this out. Ooh, it's got a little bit of throaty sound to it too. Woo! Okay, it's not crazy fast, but it is kind of fun to drive this car, because it's like unassuming. You wouldn't expect it to drive like this at all. I mean, not that it drives like an M3 or anything, but like it almost looks like a little mini I don't know what you would call this, a mini Outback almost, like, you know, or a Dodge Dart-ish, you know. It's not exactly a Dodge Dart, but it kind of reminds me of that Dodge Dart-esque kind of era, you know. It's not blow your doors off fast or anything, but the capability of the car, the capabilities of the car is what impresses me. All right, so y'all have seen the inside and everything what this thing can do. So now I'm going to show you guys the interior, like as far as the seats, front seat and the back seat, and any other little hidden little gizmos, as well as the trunk and the engine too. This is the sticker right here. Remember, this is the pricing and everything for the electrified one. The electrified one is like 5K more than the regular one. You know, some people ain't gonna want it, some people will love it, you know, but I just want to let y'all know that's the reason why it's got 77 miles per gallon versus the regular one ain't got no 77 miles per gallon. But as far as the interior, I mean, it's got a pretty clean looking style. Leatherette kind of feeling, you know, it's got the nice red stitching throughout the whole thing. You got the little button right here to open and close your side view mirrors, as well as memory seats. You got a little badge right here for where it says Hornet down there. But the cool thing I like about this is these seats. Like the way these seats look, exclusive to the RT version. Like, look at this, with a little perforation in there with the red everywhere. Man, that red is nice, and it continues throughout the whole vehicle. You see right there on the armrest, red. The passenger seat, red. Passenger side, red. And the back seat's red as well. All right, so sitting directly behind myself, I got a decent amount of space back here. I mean, I can move my legs pretty freely and everything. You got a nice little cup holder back here, USB and USB-C. I mean, other than that, the back seat is pretty simple. I mean, there's not really too much going on back here. A couple of lights here for the overhead. Other than that, you get a nice back seat that's cool, like the front seat, except you don't get that cool bolstering like you get in the front seat. But I'll show you the trunk, but first, on the way there, you'll notice this side is where the charging port is at. And then you go around to the other side, and this is where the gas is at. So gas on one side, charger on the other side. And then back here, this is where you open the trunk. You see the key has a little button where you can just push that 2 times. It'll unlock that. I thought it would push it up automatically. It doesn't open it. It just unlocks it for you. So you see like pretty much standard bit of space back here. It's a decent vehicle. I'd say this vehicle is a little bit more worth it if you're going to be getting the hybrid one, you know. But you see, I'm going to show you what makes it RT. You see, besides it being all blacked out and with the black badging, as you come around, you notice that it has the bread brakes. Now, the back ones are regular, but the front looks like 6-piston brakes. For this size, they're not the big 6-piston, you know, they're a little smaller 6-piston, kind of similar to what you'd see on a Scat Pack or something like that. Maybe not even a full Scat Pack. But yeah, if you look at it stylistically, it kind of has that little smush resemblance that you see with like the Dodge Durango, as well as like that little vibe that comes with the other Stellantis products, like the Jeep Grand Cherokee, as well as you got your little safety features down there, like you got your radar down here for all your safety features. On this side, you can get a little bit better look at the brake calipers, you know, so unlike the other one, you get that big, cool red brake calipers, you know, and it's all blacked out, you know, the badges, you don't see anything. It's not like chrome or anything, so you get the nice style, as well as the interior comes decked out with all the trimmings, all the buttons, no fake buttons or anything, as well as these seats are pretty sick, you know, these red seats and everything. So I'm gonna pop the hood real quick and let you see the engine. Just down here. Pretty simple, you just push a little lever right here. A lever right there, just goes to the side, pops it open right there. It's that 2-liter turbo engine. Now, what I noticed for Stellantis products, it seems like they use the same 2-liter turbo engine with that little electric component in the back. You just find the same thing on the Chrysler Pacifica, this one, the Dodge Hornet, as well as you'll see it on the Jeep Wrangler 4xe, and also you got the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe. So they all Stellantis products with the hybrid feature. You know, it's kind of like they just use like the same platform and just translate it into the different models. But I'm gonna put the specs up right now for this engine, for the horsepower, torque, and everything for this vehicle, because this engine may not be super flashy and anything, but as far as its capabilities, I mean, it's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. And also make sure you stay tuned for more content, because I'm trying to do a thing where I'm posting a video every single day. I did hit a little point where I was a little low with the uploads because I was really busy. I had a really busy point in my life. But now I'm at the point where I'm doing this full time. So videos every single day, all right? And also, if you want to check out the inventory for the dealership I'm at, EarnhardtChrysler.Jeep Ram, the link is down below in the description box. And by the way, they do shipping across the whole country, all right? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.